Echo kind of being Paul Man's Poppy. Poppy ban because I think she's clearly the better of the two champions. Tally, we've seen him pretty much have 2 games where he wasn't able to do what Tally has done for this team all season long.
Graga split push scenario against that Echo. So this time around, LeBlanc caters to Siege, caters to actually being in the 4v4 or 5v5 scenarios. I'm going to say adapts better to that.
It's one of those things where you need it some way to pressure Azir in pretty much any lane you're playing against him. I think Gragas does a good job, but he's opting for the aggressive side this time around.
Legacy streaming out of the base. We'll see whether the first time the Chiefs have been on red side, whether that'll be the first time they lose a map here in this series.
Yeah, set point for the Chiefs as we move into game number 3. Everything on the line for Legacy, but also nothing to lose because they've got the team comp they want. The question is, how do they execute on this team composition? Is it reckless abandon?
Yeah, it is. Throw spiders at him.
That's pretty much game, right?
Yep. First blood.
W doing well, though. Binding not quite there.
Counter game.
Oh, money, though. Yes, steal his money. Robbed.
He's got
no
binding.
Thunderlords there.
Oh, we'll find out shortly, Atlas.
Needed another auto, I think.
I am... Wait, there's bated breath on the next episode.
Keystone something.
Keystone Heaven.
Well, Riget's actually kind of low, so he might go back yet. He is going to opt to go back, maybe spend some of the cash he picked up off Radia's pockets, but I don't think he's still quite enough money. And he's actually forced to stay because the Chiefs are going to start a camper, and I think that's maybe what Legacy are worried about. It looks like we are going to get standard lanes again, though. And for me, I look at this game, I see Carbon on an aggressive jungler, and I just want to see him go absolutely mental.
Yeah, Carbon's got a great mentality, even historically, of if you come into my jungle, I'm going to fight you.
Yep. Yeah.
And the changed mentality is actually, I'm just going to come into your jungle and fight you.
This is cute by Chiefs, though.
That is very... Yeah, they're actually going to catch them out, rotating the lane. Morgana has bind, not black shield.
Not a lot of health. There's the volley. Regret. Another auto attack. That'll get the stun. The exhaust is good, though. Radiant moves back into the brush. Cardred, he'll get stunned here as Ejim throws one through. Nice. Dark binding comes down, and Legacy answer back quite nicely, despite that extra volley.
Yeah, they get an answer, so they trade, and that is the most important thing because Chiefs had the jump. But the problem is, Ejim has a relic shield. He's going to give health back to Radiant, who, even though the potion has been popped, is full health. Cardred's already used his potion and is below half.
Unfortunately, that trade wasn't really even because they used 3 summoners to not die.
That's
and
a cool
Chiefs
point.
used 0. You can see they're already zoning them off the creep wave. They'll hit level 2 first. Ejim, no ignite, but he might even just go crazy with a flash play at some point because Cardred is looking real delicious at this point. As you can see, Tally looking a bit more comfortable. 1v1, this is, I think, what he wanted all series long. Give me something that I can bully a lane with and give Swiper a tank.
And Chu's also looking a lot more comfortable here in this matchup in the mid lane. Not the Varus this time. He's here at level 2. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, and I think the best thing is, like, whilst Chiefs as a team composition have drafted well into Legacy, Legacy have got winning lanes. And it's not like Azir outright beats LeBlanc by any means, but Chuz wants to win lane on this Azir. He's aggressive enough. This is the problem. Is, like, whilst Swiper's keeping himself in the lane, it's only 5 CS the difference. It starts to blow out of proportion quite easily.
Swiffer once again landing the chain onto Chuz and is actually going to win that trade as Spooks makes his way through. Chuz going to drift his way to the side.
So Chuz actually used his E at level 3. That's a lot of mana that's now gone. He doesn't have the mana regeneration, and an easy way and a simple way to win laning phase into Azir as anyone is to have your jungler come mid, force him to use the Arise and the E to get out, because that's most of his mana.
And you can see he's already gone back. Double Durans now actually for Chuz, so it'll help out a bit more on the mana front. Does want the health against the LeBlanc as well. As we are back in that bottom side of the map. Already 10 CS ahead of Cardred, who's going to maybe struggle here after the nice little start from the Chiefs. Again, Radiant and Ejim always want to be aggressive. They just found a very creative way to do so this time around.
Certainly did. Is Puddle going to be used? Legacy pushing this wave out, but Swiper down to about 200 health. Tally trading very nicely. Carbon is going to get a visit by Spooks. Oh, very close on the smite. As Carbon says, nuh-uh. Get out of my jungle. I ain't giving you mid laner 2 kills at 4 minutes this game.
Yeah, he did want to find him too, Carbon. The Cocoon actually connecting on the minion instead of
Cinderling getting in the way.
Yeah, unfortunate. One thing I did want to mention, though, is how confidently Tally is playing this top lane. And whilst he forces a teleport, he still has a 14 CS advantage. The thing that struck me the most is he didn't use his potion. He's fighting someone with half health, and he did not use his red potion, and that is all about lane efficiency.
And that's honestly what he's going to need to get aggressive is Froscruin's going to win. Hey, Riot Atlas, it's Braum plus Ash, Mustache lane. Get it? Get it?
Mustache. Yeah, I get it. That's actually a fight. That is an excellent one. That is an excellent one.
I'm calling the reused card.
You just sound jealous because you didn't.
I know. It's what happens every time a pun gets tweeted in, because I can't help it. I just wish that I had come up with it. That's glorious. Regret. He's going to throw out the door. Oh, he's actually going to cop the door to the face. It's Carbon. Cops the barrel. Let's see whether he can head one back as the volatile Spiderling comes through. I've seen this show before. Carbon has to. He is going to move out of the way as Swiffer's fake is going to move at him.
And lane's much more stable now for Legacy. You can see Tally winning, Chu's able to keep even but aggressive most importantly, and not have Spooks ruin his day and start snowballing Swiffer's lane. Even this lane, Mercado is still criminally far behind, is holding on and playing up where they can. This is where Carbon likes his lanes to be, so they can get into the enemy jungle and get aggressive. The formula's there for Legacy, despite the fact that it's obvious that two lanes are looking good and one lane is not looking so good. But you can see the Chiefs actually forced to play back as Carbon's starting to pressure down as well. Lots of respect given here by the Chiefs, but for once, this game is not getting off to a very flying start for the Chiefs, and that's promising for Legacy here in game number 3.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and I'm always looking towards this top lane. It's just where Legacy want to be in the mid-game to win, and effectively at this point in the game, Tally is comfortable. And Tally being comfortable is the dangerous feature of this, and you would almost assume that pressure from Spooks will have to be on the top side.
Well, Swiper going to clear out this big minion wave that's heading towards him, but he will be feeling the pressure right now. Just a Ruby Crystal in that back pocket in comparison to the Doran's Ring. No Magic Mantle and the Ruby Crystal there as well. Going towards what looks like a Spectre's Cowl item number 1. Makes a heck of a lot of sense. And Tally just looking so good. 58 CS to 41 after that wave falls under the Chief's turret.
Yeah, and fun fact about this mid lane matchup as well. Azir is the stand and deliver champion in a 1v1 trade. If you're not standing still and delivering to the LeBlanc, you're losing the trade.
Ooh, good juke of the cocoon there from Spooks, and he's trying to find a way out.
Pick a direction, Spooks.
Could be a problem.
It certainly could. Spooks is going to be out of body slam now, gets out of the way, flashes the turret shot. Well, doesn't. Takes it, but flashes out of the way of the Spider Lady, and he will be okay. But parallel convergence here towards the top side.
Yeah, Swiper actually in trouble. Tally going to try and move him down, but Swiper actually no mana. Can't really do too much. Tally does not look for the dive, but the pressure's immense here in top lane.
And this is just an expected thing. Legacy winning where they need to win. Spooks just trying to keep tabs on where the hell Carbon is. Gets caught out of position.
Yeah, and this is night and day from game number 1. Despite there being no kills, Legacy just looking like they're in control. This is a team looking very different, especially now that the pressure's on. As Carbon going to try and steal away a red buff.
Might get it here too, actually. He's going to take it out as Spooks going to walk the other way around. Gets in there, but clears the little ones. One's left behind. And Spooks just going to have to take it out. Who collected its gold, but Carbon, this is what he wants to do, start to get aggressive. And honestly, all of this has started, even though bottom lane is still behind in CS, by the pressure Tally is putting in his lane.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see the mistakes as well from Spooks actually spilling into his own jungle. Carbon being in the Chief's jungle, exactly where he wants to be. It's like his comfortable environment, honestly. And the fact that Spooks tries to level 3 take his red buff doesn't work, so Carbon gets ahead. Tries to take the wolves, forces the flash. Carbon's like, well, I'm straight in there now. Like, I can go in and be comfortably in.
Well, you can see the bottom lane still doing fine on the side of the Chiefs. Radier and Ejim doing a whole bunch of work. 76 to 51 in that CS line. Is Carbon actually going to find Swiper here? See whether Tally can make his way around. The ultimate comes through, but it's a really nice repel. Carbon avoids all the CC. There's the anchor down as Tally does have the parallel convergence. Is going to get the speed up. The Titan thrust there gets the stun, but Swiper, he's going so low. First blood goes to Tally, and the Celebratory ult gets him to safety.
And even Tally using his ultimate makes the Spiderlings tank the turret. Like, small details make a big deal here. Legacy 1-0 up in game number 3. No surprises that the first blood goes to their top laner.
And it feels like finally the game is where Legacy want it to be. As aggressive flash from Carbon. Tally even flashes this wall just to go in for it. A beautiful repel sets this all up. And Swiper can't do anything. Tally's like, you are mine. And this is the easiest tower dive in the world.
Yeah, so well done from Legacy once again. The seamless aggression. It's like, I'm looking at this. They're not 2-0 down. There's no way that they're playing like they're 2-0 down. It's reckless abandon, but it's confidence.
They're playing like Legacy 2-0 down, man. This is exactly what they do. Legacy, when it comes to the crunch, they are able to come out on top. And they are doing it right now. 30 CS the lead for Tally. A kill now against his lane opponent. Spirit Visage completed. The tank himself looking so strong on this Echo.
I mean, it's simple, right? You put Legacy in the pressure cooker, they're the only team that makes diamonds.
Damn right.
Like, it's just so... It's only Legacy. I don't know why.
And
Well, they have a guy called Carbon on the roster.
Perfect. And now he's bottom lane. This is why Radio and Egypt have been playing back so much, because they expect him to be there.
You see that
whenever
purple
it
buff?
shows up.
Yeah, he's here.
True.
Yeah,
Kind of gave it away.
Yeah. There was a ward as well, but he actually had to hide himself from the minion wave because it's like, oh, hang on, I've got this buff here showing them where I am.
And that was the thing, like, Raiders still up 20 CS, Cardred trying to poke in. They're able to play aggressively because of the rest of their map doing well. But this is sort of how we expected to view the matchup coming from game one. Topside gets ahead, Tally starts to get a lead versus Raider, who's also ahead in his lane. We'll see, you know, which major carry from either team can get stuck going towards the mid game. And the one thing Chiefs have to worry about, especially given that Legacy are starting to play a bit more in their comfort zone, is if the game starts to snowball and Tally's not going to get less aggressive from this point onwards, the game will end just as quickly and efficiently as the Chiefs have closed out the first two.
Yeah, he actually like lanes more aggressively the further ahead he is. And the thing is, if you're keeping Swiper down, Swiper can't teleport, because if he does, he'll lose turrets. Whereas if Tally teleports, it's going to be much more impactful because of how far ahead he is. So once again, all eyes may be on this top laner from Legacy, but he's got a support crew in game number 3 to keep him there.
Well, speaking of all eyes, Choose now in trouble as the chains land. The counter gank comes in. Spooks gets the knock-up. Choose in trouble. Spooks grabs it with the slam dunk cast. Carbon now in trouble as well, and Swiffer's going to pick up that one. 2 kills over to the Chiefs in a sweet counter gank.
And it just keeps happening. Every time Swiffer and Spooks are involved with a 2v2, they get a double kill somehow. Ridiculously well done. Choose gets over-aggressive. He actually just overextends himself thinking that Spooks wasn't there. They didn't know he was already there, and look how prepared he is. Might be a good ultimate from Spooks.
Oh,
Vizier had flash. Did not use it to dodge the explosive cast. Demolished him.
They're going to keep pushing as well. Spooks and Swiffer might even get a turret out of their 2v2
Yeah,
and walk away with everything in that exchange. Does feel like deja vu, certainly, as the Chiefs, time and time again,
You can't chain turret, Swiffer.
have beaten Legacy.
Just saying. Hey. I thought
He's
he knew
just
that.
saying, I've got that much mana. Efficient backs, you know?
Thought he was
It's actually inefficient, because then you have to
Oh,
regen more mana.
Wait more time. And he can't even go back. So, just bad news.
This
One
is good
after the
news,
other.
though.
It is. But if you're a Legacy fan, this is the good news story. Tally organically taking this top lane out of turret. And see,
Getting
Nautilus
close.
is going to make his way back in.
Carbon and Choose keep pushing as well. It's actually a good counter push. Swiffer not able to use, honestly, like, silly enough, using a bit of extra mana, like not recalling maybe in time, actually does give that away. Legacy could get 2 turrets for 1 there over the period of the next few minutes. And Legacy are back with the gold lead after Chiefs just equalized it. I was complimenting Choo-Choos for how well he's been playing in the early game, not having that happen to him. There is a misstep in the mid lane where they lose yet another 2v2, but this is a great recovery from Legacy on the back end.
Yeah, it definitely is. That was just such a weird trade to me.
Yeah.
Because, like, they win a 2v2, they get the mid lane turret, but Spooks leaves early, which means the Swiffer has to overextend himself and then isn't allowed to recall. So Legacy get a trade out of something that probably should not have been there. And I will say that's a big hiccup from the Chiefs, because respective mid lane turrets, the map is open.
Yeah, exactly right. And we'll see who's going to be able to benefit. Of course, you look at an Elise and think that an open map is a scary place where there is now spiders. See whether he can make things happen. As Swiffer looking to try and contest this with Spooks, who's already started off the blue buff. Swiffer's going to distort over, picks it up, and Choose can't even challenge.
I forgot to mention how Australian this game is as well, because the spiders always win. I don't know why. The spiders just always do more damage.
They get the
in
OCE
OPL.
buff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it has more to do with the quality of the Elite players, but it is certainly fun to watch.
No way, it has nothing to do with the Elise
Oh, that's true. Why would it be that?
He's a spider. Come on.
I got it. Tally still being aggressive in that top side. Super stealing the blue is actually a nice little thing.
Yeah.
See, Chew's going to have to chill out just for a bit. And let's say he's going to... Spooks will take the other one. As Tally... Eden Tower hits now.
2 levels
He
up.
trades in with Swiper.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah, it's a scary thing. Swiper's running himself out of mana whilst all these trades are happening. It's a Sheen to a Barmy Cinder. One has wave clear, one doesn't need it, and has damage with that cooldown reduction as well. Tally getting further and further ahead.
Well, let's see what Swiper can do. Yeah, no,
He's
40.
He's ahead of the clock
45.
at 15 minutes as a top laner. Like, he doesn't have jungle to take. He's just a ridiculous top laner right now.
Look at him, just waiting, saying, Swiper, come at me. He does have the Spider Lady up there with him, so Swiper intelligently moving away from this as Choose might be in trouble. The chains land, do get the snare as well. Swiffer waiting for cooldowns. Emperor's Divide comes in, bit of damage, and Swiffer says, yep, I'll take your ultimate. See you later.
Yeah, that was a very good Emperor's Divide, but didn't actually get himself far enough away that the chains still landed. And that just means that the mid laner of the Chiefs is feeling comfortable once again.
And this game's going to start to open up now because effectively the differences you're looking at are weighted in exactly the places that we expected them. The lead for Tally versus Swiper is pretty much the same, but this bottom lane lead is Regret. He just goes straight in for it. Tally's TP down.
Whoa.
Huge double stun as the Dark Binding comes in.
Massive Radiant getting exhausted now as well. Swiper's trying to make something happen. Tally going to get stunned again there as well by the concussive blows, but Radiant's going to fall down. Massive stuff here. It's a double kill. This Echo's got something to prove as he uses the ultimate. He's going to be okay. Spook's looking for more, though. Kadra's going to fall down. It's the bottom lane dead as Tally against the wall. The world is going to ensue. The shutdown comes in, and the cavalry was there for the Chiefs.
And no cavalry.
Oh my God.
Wow, he's hooked.
Not done. Choo-Choo's going to get hooked up, but Spooks is going to dive in. That'll force the flash out of his ear. And Chiefs, that was a great play by Tally, but the Chiefs just responded quicker.
Yeah, once again, these guys on the rotation from the Chiefs there, above and beyond that of Legacy, at least as they're not to be seen at all. And whilst that was great from Tally, the teleport was spot on. Even the engage from him was there. Just the numbers game. The Chiefs won.
Yeah, this is the Tally we've been looking for, but the Chiefs grab a couple of kills back. Swiffer may fall down there as the distorted Mimic's going to come down. Carbon's going to...
What?
He went back to choose.
He did. Here is here. Have a kill.
Interesting sounds, guys. They definitely... They still get the kill. There was nowhere for him to go. This is the engage in the bottom lane. And look, it was phenomenal, I will say, from Tally to get everything done. Regret wasted his ultimate earlier, which comes back to hurt them as this fight continues because there's no lockdown onto Ejim and Swiper. The flash had to be used, and the ultimate as well from Tally. So he's locked. And look at where the jungle and mid lane is from Legacy. Still making their way in, really far away.
Yeah, Tally then just couldn't escape, and it was a tower there on the bottom side of the map for the Chiefs after that. Ejim now waiting towards the top side, still needing to answer the Tally aggression, but he's nowhere near it. Out of turret, the last remaining here for the Chiefs, going to be under fire as Radiant is going to move his way around that glorious Ash skin.
And this map's going to open up quickly here because Tally gets a lot of work done with the Iceborne Gauntlet onto this turret, but Chiefs have moved Ash into a different lane with the SN Reaver finish to go and take out an Outer. So I think 18 minutes in, expect these towers to fall. Outer should be down for everyone here. Is Tally actually just eating the tower damage? Not sure he fancies that too much, but he's actually pretty tanky.
That's going to make it...
Iceborne Gauntlet's making it awkward. Swiper can't trigger it again, and now Tally might even go in for something here.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do. Phase Dive not going to be used onto the Nautilus, who's still at full health, with a shield there waiting, and Legacy are able to repel the pressure towards the top side of the map. Oh, Swiffer not going to find the chain as Choose still navigating this lane relatively well, despite the 3-1-1 LeBlanc. This could be more of a problem, though.
Yeah, it definitely is. And this is the good thing that Legacy are doing, right? They've put Kadra and Regret top lane. Really hard to engage on a Morgana. The Black Shield's able to defuse the Ash Arrow, most importantly, which means you're looking at some miracle engage from Spooks hitting a flash body slam, and his flash isn't there. What they've done is they've put Tally bottom lane to get the outer turret, which is giving the rest of Legacy gold, because he's far enough ahead that it doesn't matter. But he's opening up the map. He's giving his team gold to at least stay in their lanes, even though they're losing. And as we come into mid-game, lots of strength.
Chiefs still trying to get something done here in this turret, but Legacy again doing a great job 3v3 wave clearing it out. The Sun turret will die, but Swiffer's busy clearing creeps out now as Choo-Choo's makes his way towards the blue buff. He'll start that for himself. Chiefs do have no vision on it, but in a room to contest if they want to. Choose though too fast to take it, and he'll get it for himself this time, which should help protect that mid-tier too. Chiefs though, I think they're going to just keep trying until it falls down, and you get a pretty elongated C tier on the top side. And at some point, I think the Chiefs have to give up, and it seems like that point's now.
Yeah, it's close. And we're playing a very fine line here from both of these teams between blowing the map wide open and actually counteracting that fact and making some big plays. No teleports, almost available, however, and that's where, I guess, opportunities genuinely arise for these teams.
Well, you can see Tally appeared on the map again, but the Chiefs had already backed away. You saw when he was invisible, they were not doing anything.
Huh. There's an opportunity here. I'm curious as to what Tally's going to build next, because Abyssal Scepter is a personal favorite, but
Rage Blade.
Exactly. There is a Quinzu's Rage Blade, a certain item that a lot of echoes get, and it increases
Also a certain
the
best
snowball.
item in the game, Rusty.
It depends who you ask, of course, Atlas. Now, I know that you would say that.
Well, I'm
Because
here.
you
I have
love the
to
item.
represent. But Carbon
He's snared.
problems certainly is. But Black Shield actually going to save him for now as Choo Choo's is going to make his way around. Dark Binding, not going to find anything. Legacy, repel, and save. Yes, Spider Lady is Swiffer getting exhausted. Emperor Divide is there. I'm not sure what he was doing. As Tally just going to face dive his way back over. It's a double kill for Legacy. Tally picking up the last one, and that was odd. That's not what we've come to expect from the Chiefs.
Yeah, that was caught out of position. So 2 big kills given over to Legacy here. And even Tally making his way back to top lane to defend the turret, slowing down the Chiefs' advances. And a careless engage deep into Legacy's jungle side that should just not be there in the first place. Trying to save Swiffer. Spooks. We called them the dynamic duo, but live and die by the same sword.
We've honestly seen that play before, but it's been Legacy that feel like they've done it twice in a row. This time the Chiefs, who feel the pressure, make kind of a risky play around Dragon, looking in contest, but honestly something they could probably give away. And they're getting punished for it. They might even lose this tier 2 in mid. Arrow, he's going to land onto Choose, but E-Team's going to follow in onto Carbon, who does get knocked up. Dark Blinding's there, though.
He repelled to nothing.
Yeah, can't really go anywhere, but he will flash out. Swiffer's going to try and chase in. Swiper's here as well, as he's going to get the hook.
Yeah, hook is going to land. Carbon's going to be dead as Swiffer's going to get nailed by that Dark Binding. Legacy looking for that for the disengage, but Swiper still wants more. He's angry on the Nautilus, but Chiefs, they cannot follow it up.
And they don't get Tally, who ults himself to behind enemy lines, behind the Chiefs, and gets himself out. Of course, no teleport, and home guards are on, however, so they need to take this quick.
So they will, although Regrets may be there to defend. Chiefs, though, too much damage, are able to take that tier 2 out and answer back for that turret. Legacy, I like the play. It was quite aggressive, but they weren't able to get any objective despite the teamfight win. They do collect the Dragon, though.
Yeah, they certainly do. Waves now pushing in for Legacy as the Emperor of Shurima wants to grab this mid-inner turret. Legacy still pushing back. Happy to go toe-to-toe here against the Chiefs. A swipe up, big health bar, but some Chiefs members heading back to base. Radiant looking to try and get his way back in, see whether he can fight once more as Tally underneath this turret will lock this one down. Grab himself an extra shield.
Yeah, it's so much confidence shown as
Oh,
the hook's
Choose.
on.
Choose actually gets hooked up, but he ulties out to safety. Legacy just looking to go top lane and try and take another turret for themselves. Chiefs, though, they are pinging. Going to move towards the area and see if they can defend. Legacy, though, have done a lot of work. Actually not enough, though. But Swiffer busy with the Sun Turret might actually get some damage
Arrow's
down.
on.
Yeah, Regret is going to immediately Fate's called as now Ejim stands behind his counterparts dealing with Tally. You can see Swiffer still able to survive for now as Regret taking the auto attacks from Radiant. One more will do it. He flashes out of the way now. Tally looking to try and get on top of the Asher, will die. And Tally picks up the kill, just ults out. Swiffer takes so much damage. Tally is all over this team fight now as Swiper is going to fall down. Legacy, welcome to this series.
Ridiculous work from Tally and all of Legacy as a roster. The Ash Arrow was there. The strategy from the Chiefs was to engage. No cleanse, no Azir ultimate. Everything set them up in the right way. But they get out team fought by Legacy once again. You give Tally one of his best champions and he can run away with the game with it.
And that's exactly what Legacy are doing. They break top, getting 2 turrets in the process, and pulled themselves up a very strong lead. Pressure now on that top side. Let's watch this again.
And this is honestly, like, Tally's ultimate is the thing to keep your eye out for. Spook's caught out of position. Swiffer, too deep, trying to get Choo Choo's. And the cask was great, but that was his last wish for his team, was to, like, get the heck out of there. And watch this. Kills Raider, ults back in and is like, I didn't do this to kill you, Swiffer, but since you're here, like, I'll take you with me. Gets that second kill. Choose target selection as well was amazing. He kept himself at the backline spaced perfectly and was hitting priority targets.
Yeah, and this is the Legacy that we've been looking for. The Legacy that seem like their brains are connected. Well, that team fight was exactly that. And Tally, his Echo is unstoppable. No wonder it's been banned in all 3 of the first games. And we'll see whether it means that, you know, blue side, the real answer here, because it just seemed like the Chiefs didn't have enough bans when they couldn't first pick something away.
And you'd have to say, right, like the Chiefs coming into this series, they respect banned the Echo twice.
Yeah.
They said we're 2-0 up. We're on the other side of the map this time around. We don't need to ban it. We'll get a Nautilus. We'll defuse the lane.
Yeah, sure.
But you know what? I think they played against Sin's Echo, and they're like, oh, we can beat it. This guy's like 12 out of 10 on Echo. Like, you just can't give him the champion.
And I think justifying the first pick as well, you saw that they considered maybe picking some other things, but locking the Echo, Tyler looks happy about it, and he's going to be very happy with how this game's going. Legacy, big lead here moving into this game. Looking to push for a 4th, and it's Tally that's going to put the team on his back. But what a difference it makes when Tally goes off and Choose doesn't fall horrendously behind in the early game. Legacy, they hit a mid-game where they can actually fight, and fight they do.
They certainly do. They are going to be able to take this inner turret here as well, so Legacy taking even more. We'll see where they are going to go next. 1:20 on the Dragon. This Baron is, of course, still available. Chiefs with some decent vision around the area. We'll see whether Legacy go there next.
Ash Arrow's out mid lane.
Yeah, Regret just wanders casually to the left.
Disregard, even if it hit, he had a black shield.
Oh, there it is.
That's
Nailed
twice that has happened to Legacy's top laner. There was the period where they played in the regular season that it hit him when he was recalling.
And there were pings from both teams there towards the bottom side saying, oh yeah, look at that. We nailed it.
He's down here. I cancelled his home guards, guys. Come here.
Yep.
That was actually, so the Ash Arrow is, it's almost the saving grace of the Chiefs once again, because it's this guaranteed engage tool from very long range. They've got follow-up with the Nautilus as well. They've got follow-up with the Gragas, even LeBlanc and Braum to an extent. Everything that they have, I'm not going to say banks on the Ash Arrow hitting, but is amplified when Raider's arrow connects.
Legacy, though, still looking around that Baron. They know that's their next target, as they do have pressure in that top from all those super minions. Tally as well. Teleport ready. Already shown that he can comfortably pressure Swiper in a 1v1 here.
Guess what's available again, page return?
What? Dragon?
Ash's arrow.
Oh,
As if it was never down. Cooldown reduction, Ash.
Pretty ridiculous. As he now has that BF sword, probably building towards the Infinity Edge. Of course, Cardred well and truly online, as he does have that QSS, but Swiper, yeah, you do not want to be going in the 1v1 without a turret. There, but Spooks is going to get caught out of position as Swipper. Massive distortion, but he gets immediately exhausted. Fate's Call is in. The knock-up on the Gragas, and he'll go down. Cardred grabs it with a rend, and what can Legacy do now? I think it's try and kill Swiffer.
Yeah, going to run after him. Choose flashes in. He needs the last few orders. He does nail it with the Rylai's. And Legacy all over the map now. Chiefs fall on top side, and Echo is still tying up Swiper.
And say thank you, Legacy, because Spooks just gifted you himself on a silver platter, ready to go. Baron has been started up. Legacy, they're beginning that power play with Tally in the bottom lane.
Well, Tally does have the teleport if they need to, but no one's coming from the Chiefs. And this Baron is going to get taken down. So Legacy, night and day from the last couple of games, really showing up in this one.
Yeah, we have well and truly got a game on our hands, if not a series.
Oh, yeah.
Based off the way that Legacy are playing this right now. 8K will be the difference in gold. And at 28 minutes in this game, that is still a substantial amount. Looking very strong here.
And if he wasn't doing enough work already this game, Tally even going to solo out the Dragon. As Legacy do pick up the Baron, go back shop, and look to maybe parade down mid lane and get some pressure down there. Tally, it's taken him a little while longer than he'd like, but not really in any trouble. And the Chiefs, understandably, don't want to walk anywhere near that side of the map because they have no vision right now.
Yeah, a lot of control for Legacy. One inhibitor down. Still 2 remaining, but they've got the Baron buff, so you would imagine lane assignments will still be Tally in the lane that Legacy are not. But that's where the opportunity for Ash Arrows always arise.
Well, we'll see whether Regret is going to have his finger on the pulse as far as that E button is concerned.
Yeah, it's a reaction test now.
Damn right. He's been pretty good at it so far as Tally, like you said, moving towards an empty lane to just keep pushing these minions in. The inhibitor has respawned for the Chiefs. I have a feeling it will be under fire from this boy who shattered time, who seems to be shattering the Chiefs currently.
Nice.
It wasn't bad, was it?
That was pretty good.
Thanks, man.
Topping him's back as well, so Tally with now a Dead Man's Plate finish. He's going to apply some pressure. That turret looks pretty
That
low.
was
His
a
boots
banshee
diving
veil.
in, though. He
Yep.
flashed it. Couldn't quite get it. They're going to lock him up there as the ulti's
Ooh.
going to move Carbon back into the team. He repels out, though, and now the fight starts.
Massive fade score comes in. Soul Shackles is down. As Swiffer takes down Regret. Tally right in amongst it. Who cares about turrets? I'm killing your jungler. The turret does fall down as Tally now just ults his way out. Over half health now as Radier flashes out of the way. Still trying to get the damage through. But the auto attacks from this Azira massive. Tally has a phase dive. Legacy able to take the inhibitor at the same time. That's going to be 2. And Legacy, we'll see whether they can push through.
4 people remaining from Legacy. The Baron buff in hand and 3 fatalities from the Chiefs roster. We could be moving to a 4th game here as they do try and close.
30-minute death time is always a problem as Tally's able to take out that last Nexus turret. It looks like it will fall down. Egypt going to win a cocoon there as Legacy might even get a few kills for themselves. Radier, who do want to get the kill, but they'll take the Nexus instead as we are going to push ourselves to game number 4.